For some people, feeling safe can be a normal experience. So they may not even know that they feel safe because this is simply how they experience life. And although they may have experienced moments where they haven't felt safe, this could be a very rare experience for them. And through feeling safe, it will allow them to fully show up, to express themselves, to assert themselves, to say yes and no at the right times, and to experience peace and tranquility. They will be able to be in their body, which will allow them to connect to their feelings and needs, and therefore to be able to express their true self. And so when someone doesn't feel safe in their body, it can be normal for them to live on the surface of themselves. So someone can then be a people pleaser. They can struggle to say yes and no at the right times. And so they can just go along to get along. And through being this way, they won't be able to express themselves, so they won't be able to live a deeply fulfilling life, but they will be able to manage and to handle their own discomfort. And someone like this can even be seen as successful because they will be able to fit in to society, to just go along and to play a role. But for someone else, because of how unsafe they feel, they could spend a lot of time by themselves. So it could be said that because they feel so unsafe, they can't just simply put on a mask and fit in like the other person can. And someone like this can experience a lot of terror, a lot of anxiety and fear and panic. And spending time by themselves can be seen as the only way for them to handle what they're going through. This doesn't mean they feel safe by themselves, but it could mean they will feel safer, they have more control. And coming back to the first experience, someone like this can, even though they may be seen as successful and they can be involved in society, they won't be on the outside like the other person. They can often feel frustrated and even down and depressed because how they are living won't be in alignment with their true self. So it's to be expected. If someone ignores themselves, there's always going to be consequences. And of course, they can cover these up through working hard or consuming something or engaging in some kind of activity. But this pain will be there. And because they are not aware of, or because they might not be aware of why they are behaving in this way, not only can they just feel down and depressed, they can also believe that other people are holding them back. So is it not that they are the ones who are behaving in this way because this is what feels safe, and if they don't, they feel like they can be harmed or abandoned. It's other people are holding them back. And so they can then have issues with other people, see them as the perpetrators, and they can see themselves as the victim. And this will show that they are projecting their own inner world onto the outside world. And all the time they are believing that other people are holding them back. It will prevent them from going within themselves and seeing that they are the ones who are holding themselves back. And when someone experiences life in this way, this could be how it has always been. And over time it might have got worse. But this could be their experience for many, many years. And what this could show that how they are experiencing life as a result of what took place when they were very small. So they could have experienced trauma on a weekly, if not daily basis. And perhaps they were physically harmed and neglected. And they may have even had a traumatic birth. Perhaps their time in the womb wasn't very harmonious, let's say. And they may even be carrying trauma from a past life, as strange as that may sound. And so because they are carrying all this trauma, it is not possible for them to have a felt sense of safety and security, and perhaps even a felt sense of their own worth. So it's then difficult for them to stay in their body, to be embodied, and to connect to who they are. So either living on the surface of themselves around others, or on the surface of themselves in isolation, is therefore going to be what feels comfortable. And so as this is the case, not only is it going to be a challenge for them to grow and expand and to live a fulfilling life, it's going to be a challenge for them to merely survive, to just do the basic things. So if you can relate to this, and you can see that you have always found it hard to feel safe and secure, and because of this you've been stuck in survival mode, then please reach out for external support, because what you experienced wasn't your fault, and you deserve to live a fulfilling life and to express who you are, because by doing this you will also be having a positive effect on the world.